Welcome. How's everyone doing? You ready to have some fun? You ready to laugh? Welcome to the 2018 biggest show. My name is Sam Brown. I'm co-chairman of the board of Young Storytellers, and on behalf of the entire Young Storytellers board, I just want to take a moment to thank a few people before we get started. First, I want to thank Bill Thompson and the entire team at Young Storytellers for putting on this event. I want to thank the students and the mentors who created the shows you're about to see. They're really great. I want to thank the incredible cast who came out tonight, and they're sure to put on an amazing show. And last but not least, I want to thank all of you for coming out and supporting an incredible organization. I hope you're ready to have some fun. And with that, I give you the Sklar brothers. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello. Do we come down here? Do we come down here? We'll come down here. Hi, guys. How you guys doing? So happy to be here. Thank you guys for being here. There's a beautiful Ace Hotel. This is going to be a great night. There's an unbelievable cast back there. The kids tonight that the kids are so amazing. How about a round of applause so the kids are here tonight? If you are a parent out there, there will be a moment tonight when you look at these kids up here as they watch their own shows, and you will say to yourself, why is my kid not as good as this kid? Yeah, and that's okay. That's an okay feeling to have. Just let that wash over you and then let it go, right? These kids are wonderful. I think one thing we can all agree on as parents and people in this country is that thank God Pokemon Go is no longer happening. Yeah, thank God. What a sad chapter in American history. Like, you understand, there was a point in time where, like, we'd be driving along, you'd see a mom and her son just walking down the street and then just take a right turn into a bush. Pokemon Go! I'm like, that better be Pokemon Go. Yeah. I'm like, that better be his mom. Yeah, good point. That was what I was saying. Very good point. But now it is, of course, Fortnite that has taken over for Fortnite. Fortnite is a cult. Fortnite is a cult. Let's just call it exactly what it is. It's going to take your children away from you. And it will. It took my son away. My son at 10 is now part of Fortnite. It's, you know, the worst part about it is I don't even dislike the game. I think the game's kind of cool. I just hate how I sound when I'm telling him to get off the game. Yeah, it's like, you want to be a cool parent. I wanted to be the cool parent. You cannot be a cool parent when you're like, get off. You got to get off. You got to see the sun. It's been up all day. You got to see the sun. You should get to know your sister. She's speaking in full sentences. She's growing up. Your sister is growing up, and you don't know who she is. And I remember, I mean, it's like, I'm like, I can't win. I cannot win against Fortnite. I said to Randy, I was like, what do I do? Because I was like, do you remember that movie Touching the Void where the guy like broke his leg and was hanging down in a crevasse and the guy cut him off and he fell down? And he's like, this is where I died. This is where I died. That's where I am right now. This is where I died. And he couldn't climb out of the crevasse, so what did he do? He just dug deeper. And he came out on the other side and he lived to tell about it. I was like, that's what you have to do here. I was like, you have to explain more. You have to go so far. You got to go lean so far into. You know how there are dance moms? You have to become a Fortnite father. Okay. You got to push this kid so hard. I got to push him so hard that one of two things happen. He becomes the greatest esport champion in the world and supports my family. That's right. Or he burns out in 2 weeks. Right. Either way, I win, right? Just get on him. Get on 2 in the morning, bust into his room. What are you doing sleeping? I thought you liked Fortnite. Get up. Get up. Get up. Russian servers are up. They're up. Let's go. Come on. Let's go. How many kills you got today? 3? 3? That's only have 3 kills? There's a 6-year-old down the street that's got 11. Come on. Get up. Get up. He's homeschooled. I let you go to school. How about that? Let's go. No, you can't go outside. This isn't like some fake sport like baseball, okay? This is Fortnite. You take a play off, you get a crossbow to the brainstem. Let's go. Right. Let's go. So these kids, we've been hanging with them backstage. They have not tried to play Fortnite once. So you should know that about these children. They're amazing. Did you? Yes. That's right. Did you brush your teeth today? Did you brush your teeth today? Did you brush your teeth? That's the other thing you say. Did you brush your teeth today? He's like, yeah, I flossed. Not that kind of floss. Oh, Jason. I love doing that as much as my wife hates watching me do that. She thinks I look like Mrs. Doubtfire. Well, we have an amazing show tonight. This is going to be incredible. You're going to listen. You're going to watch 5 plays from amazing kids and performed by great actors. We have. Is it up here? The social media. If you want to follow us on social or follow Young Storytellers, you should. There it is, right there at Young Storytellers. At Young Story on the Twitters. You can donate throughout the show. If you want to donate, you can text to. Let's see if that's up there. Perfect to donate. 323-5. Is that my number? Jesus Christ. 323-553-5354. You can donate throughout the show. Randy and I have been mentors in this program 20 years ago. We have been actors in big shows. It has grown so much.
Yeah.
It's really phenomenal. It's in over 60 schools now. Over 2,000 students every year are helped. It's in LA, New York, San Francisco, Austin, Denver, the center of the entertainment industry, Little Rock, Arkansas. Also Brazil. So just make sure that Tel Aviv, it's in Tel Aviv now, which Jason and I, can I just say this? Jason and I have always wanted to do like a Dear Abby advice column in a Jewish newspaper called Tel Aviv. That's just not working. It's just...
Tell her your
problems. It's a great idea.
Tell her your problems.
How come that's not in the foreword, for Christ's sake? 92% of teachers saw improvement in classroom participation. 92%. 96% of young storytellers feel more creative when 95% of parents see increased confidence in their children sharing creative ideas. This program works. And what I love about this event, too, which is so great, is that a lot of times you go to a fundraiser and it's people doing something else and it has nothing to do with the thing. What you guys are going to get to see tonight is the actual program. You will see what is the result of a 10-week mentoring program. You will meet the kids themselves and you will see brilliant actors putting it on. But we could tell you more about it, but there is a rule in writing that is show, don't tell. And we've broken that rule by telling you guys by telling you all about it. But we would like to show you an awesome video so you can see some of these amazing kids that you will see tonight. Check it out.
My name is John, and I'm a young storyteller. My story name is House Party, and my story is about heroes and villains fighting it out, and then at the end, they have a big party. What inspired me to write my story was that I just like to have fun and make people laugh. I consider myself a class clown in school.
Hi, I'm Alyssa. I'm a young storyteller. The name of my story was Be Careful What You Wish For, and it was about 2 girls who need to be careful what they wish for. Yeah. I watch a lot of YouTube, TV, and movies, and those, I just took little pieces from different movies, put them to one, and put a little bit of my imagination to it.
My name is Victoria, and I'm a young storyteller. And my story is called Mind Control Guinea Pigs, and it's about these agent animals that have to defeat from mind controlling everybody in the town. I always wondered if animals would really want to take over the world.
I'm Michelangelo, and I was a young storyteller. My story is called Night of the Living Tacos 2 Cockroach Invasion. It was about the tacos came back to life. It was a sequel to my brother's Night of the Living Tacos 1. I hope my little brothers make a Night of the Living Tacos 3.
My name is Zoe, and I am a young storyteller. Some people will watch these really scary movies like Chucky and Goosebumps. These movies are brainwashing people, but people just mistake dolls for these little minions. And I think the reason that I should talk for them is because they can't talk for themselves, and I think that I should be, I don't think they're that scary. I don't think they're that bad. I think they're pretty cool. So.
Young Storytellers helped me improve in all my writing with all my classes, and I just overall think I'm a better writer after Young Storytellers.
It helped me with the confidence at home and Young Storyteller.
It kind of helped me talk to more people and socialize better because I didn't really talk to a lot of people back then. It helped me make a lot of friends and gave me the confidence to be here.
Well, like when I've been watching too much YouTube for the day or too much TV for the day, I just write a mini story because we write a lot in English and history and science, so I'm used to it now.
Before Young Storytellers, I was scared to say anything that I thought and felt because I thought people would judge me for it. Then Young Storytellers taught me that just because someone says, no, your movie sucks, you don't have to listen to them because they don't control your imagination. You control your imagination.
Mikey is shy in a way that he doesn't like to write things because he feels people are gonna make fun of him. The Young Storytellers, I think it brought him a lot of confidence.
I've noticed that she's just a lot more confident in sharing her thoughts and ideas. She's really a lot more expressive.
I was so proud when I heard that her script was chosen because I also know how hard she worked on it. Oh, so proud of you.
I think other kids should do Young Storytellers because it can also help you improve in your writing and become a better writer overall.
I'm crushing school. It's on the floor crushed. Enjoy the big show!
Here comes the big show.
Enjoy the big show.
Enjoy the big show.
Get ready for the big show.
Cut.
Take it easy, you haven't seen their plays yet. All right. You guys, why don't you come on down here? These amazing kids, come on down. These are the screenwriters. This is your future right here. All of them will win an Oscar next year. Shall we? By the way, can we give a round of applause to the amazing band? The band! Our band is killing it for We you got a guys. band. Love you guys. How would you guys like to meet the actors who are going to bring these screenplays to life? Do you want to meet them?
Let's bring them out right now.
Let's bring out all of our actors. Can we come on out right now?
Because there will be a small casting session that'll happen.
Yes,
in front of
yes,
your
yes, yes.
You
Here
know
we go.
these guys. Yes, yes.
I believe
Find
you.
your name, find your name, find your name. Yep.
Yeah, yes,
yes.
Whitney?
All right.
I mean,
Look
come
at this.
on.
This is a murderer's row. All right, so we're going to interview these guys. You guys are going to do, I know some castings being done. We're going to meet these guys and find out one special skill that they have that they can bring to a role.
And because it is really important that these guys bring the words of these actors to life. So let's meet our first actor.
Come on over
She's
here.
an amazing stand-up. Hi. Aparna, Nancherla. Aparna. Tell them your name and tell them one special thing that you can do.
Okay, my name is Aparna. Thank you guys for agreeing to have me today. And one special thing I can do, I can get really small.
Yes. Without the use.
That's great.
Thank you.
Without the use of hallucinogenics. I love it. All right.
Fantastic.
Next up, get up here, Bobby.
Hi. My pants are falling down. Hi, guys. I'm Bobby Moynihan.
Bobby Moynihan. Yeah.
My special skill is making things awkward. No,
Already succeeding.
I was not aware that we needed a special skill, so I'm gonna say, I think I can do this. I don't know how to explain it, but I can show it to you. Okay, ready?
Yes. All right, that's amazing.
Not impressed.
Not impressed. He's like, I want
I'm
more.
sure that's in your script already. Thank you for having me.
Bobby Moynihan. David, come on up here. David Oyelowo. How about it right here? Yeah, I mean, he walked in tonight, and I just heard Common rapping in the back of my head. Every time. David, tell him what you can do.
I've been known to have very flexible hips.
This is the show. Okay, Natasha. Hold up.
Are you ready?
This is a family show, David.
Cover your eyes. Cover your eyes.
That's how you get a nomination.
Both of us come over to Bobby. Bobby Moynihan. If out of context, somebody told you that David Oyelowo was going to twerk in front of 5 children tonight to raise money for children, you would be like, I'm donating. All right. Get up here. Jake, get on up here. Yeah.
I too have very flexible hips.
Do the thing! Do the thing!
Yeah, the whole band. I'm sorry.
All right. The band just had 3 hot flashes. The band just became a 2-piece. All right, Natasha. A veteran. You're a veteran. You're a veteran.
I'm a veteran, and so I brought my A game. Yes. My skill is to go from laughing to crying seamlessly.
Let's see it.
But I need one of you guys like tell me, say anything, and I'll pretend it's the funniest thing in the world.
I'm impressed.
Anything, and I'll laugh to cry.
It's too much. She did that at Whole Foods earlier today. Olivia, come on up here.
Hey guys, I can beatbox. But I need you to be quiet so you can hear it.
Okay, sorry.
Please don't clap. Wait for it. I have an intro.
Oh, snap. Olivia Munn. She did that earlier today at a John's. Not Vaughn's, John's. Yeah. Can we just for 1 second say about John's that there's no marketing?
They're not doing any marketing.
They just try and make the J look like a V.
Yeah.
You're like, you're like, I need some milk, honey. Let's just go into the.
It looks like a Vons.
It's a Vons.
Why would they try to trick me?
Why would a supermarket trick us?
It makes no sense.
And then you get in there, you're like, how did I get inside the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul?
I don't know.
John's. All right. Whitney, come on up.
I don't know what to do.
Whitney, get up here. Get up here.
Yes, you can.
Whitney Cummings.
I could not follow. That was amazing. My skill is that I can make a man fall out of love with me in
Very good.
5
Yes.
minutes.
In a second.
Perfect.
In a second.
Seen it happen.
You know that.
I know.
You were in love with me once.
For a hot second, and then she ended it.
Whitney Cummings, everybody. Whitney Cummings. I mean, are we representing St. Louis up in here?
I think when he steps up here, we're part of St. Louis.
Cedric, the entertainer.
St. Louis is on. What's up, STL? What's up,
STL, you got it.
Hi, kids. I'm Cedric, the entertainer, and I can do gospel church runs.
Did you see? My reaction to that is the way some people react to seeing up-close magic on the street. I just want to run away. Nope. I will say this: we told our kids that Cedric was here, and we're like, Cedric, he's Maurice from Madagascar. And they started freaking out. They're jumping up and down and screaming out. And then there was a second they were like, who's Maurice? Okay. No, they didn't. No, then we figured it out. How about Will Forte on the end? Will Forte. Literally, the last man in line, last man on earth.
Yes, I guess my main skill is I'm a kind of classically trained moonwalker.
Oh, let's see it.
Yeah. I mean, I haven't done it in a while.
I'm sorry. Did the gravity just change in here? I felt like we were on the moon. All right, so can we bring our mentors up, and we're going to pass out the scripts right now. So how about a hand of our mentors? Mentors! They're in the house. Band's going to play a little bit. These guys are going to cast based on what you've seen. They've got all the scripts right here. Mentors, go give it.
Did you apprentice under Michael?
And look at this. By the way, look at how easy casting is when you don't get the studio involved. That's right. It happens like that. So simple. It happens like that. It's so easy. Here we go. Yes. Oh, good. All right. Yeah. I will take. So excited. I'm taking all scripts.
Guys, I didn't get the role I wanted.
Okay.
I didn't get the role I wanted.
Okay. Actors are getting their scripts. I just want you to know that I got the role I was gunning for. I got what I wanted. All right. Okay, we ready? Are we ready to do? You guys ready to see the first story? You guys want to see the first story? All right. Oh, okay. It's Victoria's story. All right. So Victoria, where are you? Come on up here. All right, cool. All the way over there. And all the other kids, we're gonna have you guys. You guys come down and sit down. We're gonna have you sit in one of the main chairs over there. Come on with us over here. Yeah. Take the stairs. I mean, I'm not your parents, so I would say jump down. But you sit right here. That's always fun, telling someone else's kid. Yeah, go ahead, do it. You want to jump over that fire pit? Yeah, sure. Go for it. All right, who's the mentor too on this one? Let's grab the mentor. Yeah, come on up, come on up, come on up. This is really exciting, and this is wonderful. Are you guys ready? Let's have a round of applause. Let's have a round of applause. All right, guys. So we asked a couple questions. You sit right there, sir. What was your favorite part about Young Storytellers?
Writing the story and sharing it with a lot of people.
You enjoyed having people actually see your story, right?
Yeah.
I ask a lot of yes/no questions.
Okay, good, Jay.
Yeah,
That's
great. What did you love about working with Victoria?
Besides our love of animals that are hell-bent on taking over the world, her razor-sharp wit and humor, and also her courage, because this took a lot of courage to get up and do this and participate in this program.
That's great. Now,
I agree. Yes.
Let me ask you, Victoria, after going through this program, do you like writing more? Are you going to want to write more things in the future?
Probably.
Okay.
That's solid. That's a solid maybe.
That is how you ask a yes or no question.
That is we're not sure.
Dude, I'm like the Jewish Christian Amanpour up here, all right? Are we ready?
Are you guys ready to see the first
Are you ready This story is called, it's near and dear to my heart, it's called Guinea Pig Mind Control by Victoria Hernandez.
Let's get it!
The narrator.
Yes, sir. All you.
Their narrating spot. I should have.
You may narrate down there.
We do the action.
I feel like I would narrate from here if I was. Yeah, this feels very narratory right here.
It's perfect.
Okay. Okay,
Spy agency, Night. Agent D, a happy-looking German Shepherd wearing a blue collar, sits at his desk reviewing his case files.
Who's a good spy? Who's a good spy? That's right, I am. Oh, yes, I.
A small French bulldog enters. It's Mr. Frenchie, his boss.
Oui, yes, you are a very good spy.
Agent D jumps up onto his desk, his tail wagging.
You got a mission for me, sir?
The guinea pigs are trying to take over the world again. They're building a mind control device in the old abandoned chasseur factory.
A shoe what factory?
Mr. Frenchie had to go to the restroom at some point in time.
Yes, sir. That's French for shoe.
Gotcha, I'm on it. Just tell me this time. No Agent C, right?
Well, this is a difficult mission.
Sir, who single-pointedly stopped those evil alligators and rats from destroying the city's sewer system?
That's me. You. But we both know how much Agent C hates getting wet.
Yes, how dumb is that? I love the water. Sir, I can handle this mission myself.
Okay, fine. Besides, Agent C's away on another mission. But if you do end up needing backup...
Won't be necessary, sir! It's just a bunch of little guinea pigs!
An old abandoned shoe factory, it's night. A group of guinea pigs, GPs, are working feverishly on the mind control device, MCD, which looks like a small TV transmission tower. Mr. G, an albino with long white hair and fierce red eyes, sits on a throne made of hay, overseeing the operation. He points a scepter at...
Chewie, grab the wrench and straighten those mind control ray coils. But first...
He lifts his feet, revealing he's wearing knee-high boots.
Bring me a size 2. These feel loose.
Shoe factory roof. Agent D watches the guinea pigs from a skylight using the laser in his collar. He shoots a hole in the glass, then jumps down onto the table where the GPs are working.
Boom! Stop right there, piggies!
Never!
Agent D leaps onto the MCD, biting it like it's a chew toy.
Yeah! Stop that, you gross slobbering dog!
The guinea pigs start hurling shoes at him. Chewie enters and joins in.
No, not my size 2s!
The shoe attack causes Agent D to fall backward onto a large wooden bird cage. Mr. G's boots hit the door, slamming it shut. Sally, a strong, gray-white spotted GP, reaches through the bars and yanks the collar off Agent D's neck. She yanks the collar. He pulls on a rope that hoists the cage high into the air.
Good luck getting out of there, doggy!
Agent D tries to bite the bars of the cage. But they're too close together, and he can't get his teeth around them. We're in the interior of Mr. Fritchie's office. Fritchie is watching a live video feed from the camera drone hovering over the shoe factory.
This is not good.
Suddenly, he smells something old and sniffs the air.
Tuna blast. I don't eat any tuna.
I did.
Ah!
Fritchie whips around, and Tabby, cat, stands right behind him.
Sacre bleu! I hate it when you sneak up on me like that, Agent C.
I'm a cat. It's what I do.
Points to the monitor.
Looks like Agent D can use some help at the Charsteer factory.
We? Agent D dashes out. Mr. Fritchie looks down, annoyed.
Ah! He made me go wee-wee.
Old abandoned shoe factory a little later. Mr. G struts around in his well-fitting boots. He's wearing Agent D's collar around his neck.
You won't get away with this.
And who's going to stop me? You little birdie? Smells like wet dog. But it does make a fabulous belt. Am I right, Chewy?
Goes well with the boots, sir.
The shoe factory roof. Agent C leaps through the broken skylight and quietly slides down the rope, holding up the birdcage. Agent D sniffs the air.
I smell tuna.
Agent C pops up behind him.
I didn't have time to brush my teeth, okay?
Agent C, what are you doing here?
I'm here to help you.
No thanks, everything's under control.
Agent C extends a claw and starts to pick the lock.
I'm an expert at unlocking bird cages.
I told you I don't need help.
Agent C shushes him when he suddenly...
Sally.
Oh, hey, wasn't highlighted.
Yes, Sally.
Hey guys.
When suddenly...
There's a cat trying to help the dog escape.
Agent C jumps to the ground. The guinea pig squeals.
Pause up, everyone! You're under arrest!
Mr. G leaps in the air and lands. Crunch. Agent C's on Agent C's tail.
And you're under my boot. I almost said arrest.
Inside the birdcage, moments later, both agents are now crammed inside.
Thanks a lot for the help.
If you would have just kept your mouth shut and let me do my thing, we wouldn't be stuck in this mess.
Yeah, maybe. Probably.
Only a few more minutes till we're fully operational, sir.
Interior Mr. Fritchie's office. Watching him in disbelief, Mr. Fritchie grabs his walkie-talkie.
Agent D, can you hear me? Agent D!
The shoe factory saying the guinea pigs are putting the final touches on the MCD.
Ooh, I've waited so long for this moment, haven't I, Chewy? Chewy?
Actually, the name's Agent G.
Everyone gasps.
Agent G?
What? Agent G rips Agent D's collar from Agent G's waist. He fires a collared laser, cutting the rope. The birdcage falls, crashes onto the MCDs. Both slam to the ground and smash into 1,000,000 pieces.
No! My life's work!
Agent G points the laser at Mr. G and the rest of the guinea pigs.
Sorry, sir. You're under
Yeah, you're all under arrest.
We didn't need your help, you know, but thanks, Agent G.
Agents D and G shake paws as the camera drone flies in from above. Through it, we hear Mr. Frenchie's voice.
Save the congratulations for later. The evil alligators are planning to take over the elementary school bathroom. I need you, all three of you, to stop them.
The agents look at each other and nod.
Let's do
You can take them out. There we go, Victoria. Way to go, girl. I want to see that movie. Thank you. That was amazing. Give her another round of applause. That was awesome. Yeah. Who wants to see another one? I think we can do that. Story number 2 is by Zion Forbes Ives. Come on, Zion. Come on up here, bro. Come on up. Have a seat, Zion. Now, Zion, I've been told you have a special dance move. Is that for real? No, you don't. Okay, good. Do you want to do your special dance move? No, he does not. That's way to know your audience, Rand. Put a child on the spot in front of 1,000 people. Well, I didn't say I wanted to do it. I just said I was told he has a special dance move. Gee, all right. I want to know what you enjoyed the most out of this whole process of Young Storytellers.
Writing my story. Wait, can I say what encouraged me to write?
I would love to hear what encouraged you to write this.
What encouraged me to write this story was to make people laugh and just have fun.
I love that. I love that. That's a great motivator. And as Zion's mentor, what did you love about working with him?
His specifics. He would get them out of nowhere, and it just like reminded me of like, yeah, on the page it can be whatever you want, and then they have to figure it out.
That's awesome, but it does speak to like having your own voice and writing your own way.
And he definitely has his own voice. So.
Well, I can't wait to see it. Are you guys ready? Me too. Okay.
Are we ready for this one?
I know there is a movie that's been that has this name and a whole series, but I think we might eclipse it and forget about that series tonight. You guys want to see House Party? Yeah, see House Party. House Party. Here we go.
Interior, space, house, night. There are a bunch of superheroes having fun, eating chips, watching movies, and eating pizza. Chris, strong, and has a fade with dreads. And Master Crystal, long curly hair and Bape masks, Supreme, Jordans, and always in jeans. Ah, chilling. Lil Dorito, Dorito head, shoes, and chest plate runs over.
Feels good, getting the day off, Can't believe we get a whole day we don't have to fight villains.
No! I'm your sidekick, and a sidekick needs to fight. And I love you, but we should always want to save the day, Chris. And the day isn't over.
Don't say things like that.
Watch your tone with me. I am way more superior than you, and this is my team, and I put you on it. Take it easy, man.
Chris's Samsung Galaxy S8000, Master Crystal iPhone 10,000, and Little Dorito's Dorito phone go off. And it sounds like a regular hum followed by a quick beat.
There's a break-in at 2,100,000 CJ Street.
Oh no! But we get to say today.
But it's my day off.
If you don't save the day, I'm gonna take your powers away.
Please, Chris, take the day. Please. Please. Please.
Please. I'm going.
Interior, Diana's house, night. 21. Fade and is in all black and KDs. Turns off all the lights. Diana, with long brown hair, brown eyes, wearing a Supreme shirt and Gucci shoes, freaks out and screams along with everyone in the house. Chris and Lil Dorito barge into the house through the back door and walk upstairs to where 21, Diana, and all the people are.
You guys are my favorite superheroes ever. You remember that time that you guys defeated the Giggly Goof Monster? Oh, or that time that you got pooped on by a bird on live news? Or remember when you didn't have a sidekick?
No. I've always been with Chris.
Yes, no, I mean, you know,
been with Chris,
I'm just saying, but
and I always will be.
somebody broke in.
Yeah, no, there.
What's up? Need saving?
No, there was definitely a time when you didn't have a sidekick. Definitely a time when you didn't have a sidekick.
Yes, I mean, no, I mean, you know, somebody broke in?
Yes. Yes. And he said he wanted to stop over fun. So.
Who's in here?
Yeah, who's here?
I'm in here. Lil Dorito reaches into his pockets and throws up glow into the dark money that lights up the whole house.
I got the light back on. I did that.
Nice.
Okay. Okay, bet. All right, I see how it is. 21 reaches through the front and the back of his head and grabs snakes out of his brain.
Oh, yeah.
And throws them in the house.
Oh, no!
It's okay.
Chris uses his ice powers to create an ice sword. Then stabs the ground and freezes all the snakes. Chris then uses his fire powers to create a fire sword. He stabs the floor and he burns all the snakes to ashes. Lil Dorito throws one of his Dorito chips at the ashes and turns them into Dorito chips. Diana wakes up.
Can you guys pass me some Doritos?
21 uses his superpower to fill the house with weather. He reaches out both hands, making a big tornado that scoops up the whole house.
Oh, no, I can't do nothing about this.
I don't know if I can either.
Don't give up, Chris. You're the best Chris. Just the best.
Okay, buddy, I won't.
Chris uses his super speed and runs around the room like the Flash.
narrate some more.
Then he finds Diana's window and climbs out of the house. Exterior, Diana's house continuous. Chris is on the roof of the house. He does a handstand. Here, give me a... and uses his super strength to push the house down.
Oh, no! We did it! We completed our mission!
Yes, it's over! Woo!
Interior, Diana's house continuous. Chris punches the rooftop and cracks it open. Chris then drops into the house straight as an arrow and lands upstairs to where everyone is.
You thought I'm not done yet.
21 makes a big, gigantic meteor in the sky with his superpowers. He is controlling the meteor with his hands. 21 starts to drop the meteor on the house, and Lil Dorito and Chris hear the meteor and look up at it.
No! We're over! No, we're doomed! We're doomed! We're not gonna survive! My life is over! It is over! We're done for! Okay, we're not making it out of this! We're not making it! We're not making it!
Stop, Diana! Stop! Get a hold of yourself! But you're right.
No! We're not!
Lil Dorito throws money at the floor.
Yeah!
The money turns into a big circular tornado that tornadoes Chris and Lil Dorito up into the air.
Good job, Little Dorito!
Exterior, Diana's house continuous. Chris and Lil Dorito fly out of the broken roof into the air, waiting for the meteor to drop.
Oh, good job, Little Dorito.
Thanks, buddy!
The meteor drops down to Little Dorito and Chris. Chris uses his super strength to stop the meteor. The meteor pushes back hard. Lil Dorito grabs more of his money and throws it at the meteor. The money then absorbs the meteor's powers, and the meteor disappears, and the money instantly turns into confetti.
We did it! Yes,
we did
it!
Lil Dorito and Chris drop back into the house.
No! It's over.
Wait, is the fight finally over?
Yes.
Why did you cause all of this ruckus, 21?
Because you guys are always mean to me at school. That's why I kept my powers a secret.
We're sorry. But it was because you were always being a bully.
This whole house is destroyed, but that's because what goes around comes around.
Guys, my parents are gonna kill me.
I'm sorry for being a bully. It will never happen again.
It's okay, 21.
Yeah, let's all be friends.
Yes, I agree.
Master Crystal teleports into the house and suddenly appears out of nowhere. She starts slow clapping.
Good job, you passed your mission. Now I don't have to take your powers away.
Let's just have fun! Music starts playing out of nowhere. Everybody does the hit. Everyone does the hit the folks. And the reverse dance moves.
Jessica, thank you guys so much. Awesome. We're going to give our actress a quick break. Actors, you guys can take a quick break, grab some water if you need it. And we just want to mention, you know, obviously we get to work with these amazing, talented people. We also work with some really fantastic sponsors.
I'm just going to say this, Doritos, missed opportunity.
Where you at? Where you at, Doritos? Where you at?
I'll take some Cool Ranch.
I would have even sufficed with Cool Ranch.
We actually have some amazing sponsors tonight.
And this year we were able to partner with Warner Brothers. Yes, thank you. Awesome.
So happy. We're going to introduce someone right now who has such a huge part to do with this whole thing. He's the reason why we're here.
That's right.
We love him so much. Executive Director of Young Storytellers. Please welcome Bill Thompson.
Bill
everyone.
Thompson.
Wow, this is pretty awesome. Thank you guys for being here. You know, the world that Young Storytellers entered 20 years ago is remarkably different than the present day. When this work began 2 decades ago, we were an organization committed to remedying a wrong, to ensure that we were doing our part to offer all students equal access to arts education. But times have changed. From marriage equality to Black Lives Matter to Time's Up, to the student activism inspired by the events in Parkland, storytelling has taken on new meaning and an even greater importance in our society. At Young Storytellers, we are committed to putting young people at the center of their own narratives, showing them that their stories matter and that their unique voices should be the ones telling them. In support of that goal, this spring saw the launch of StoryLab, a program in partnership with Los Angeles Unified School District and tonight's Storyteller Award nominee, honoree, Warner Brothers. More than 1,000 sixth grade students in classrooms across LAUSD participated in StoryLab, and they created autobiographical superheroes with unique powers that can make our world a better place. Check it out. Teachers go into the classroom and run a 10-week curriculum where all of the students are able to explore heroism and analyze these amazing superheroes.
They can relate to the storyline behind a character, how they use their superpower to overcome obstacles.
And then the students are able to start looking at their own lives and the challenges that they face.
They get to think about how are they influencing the world that's around them instead of the world influencing them.
It's definitely strengthened their writing. They're using dialogue, telling their story in a different way than they're used to with just a pencil and paper. This program definitely gives students voice, and it's brought our class really close together.
It helped me express myself emotionally and creatively.
It doesn't matter if you're shy. Once you share your opinion, you boost up your self-esteem.
They are not defined by the challenges that they encounter. They are defined by how they respond to those challenges.
Welcome to the Warner Brothers Story Lab Showcase.
All throughout the lot there are covers of all of the comic books that each 6th grade student created. A young girl came in and she grabbed some of her friends, made them take a look at it, and I think that was really empowering for her to see a comic book cover that she created in her class showcase on the Warner Brothers studio lot.
The fact that LAUSD and Warner Brothers and Young Storytellers came together to create this program is really amazing, and it's impactful for the students.
It is with great pleasure that we present this year's Storyteller Award to Warner Brothers. Please join me in welcoming their Executive Vice President of Worldwide Corporate Communications and Public Affairs, Ms. Dee Dee Meyer.
Better than any Oscar, for sure. Thank you, Bill, for that, and thank you, everybody, for being here. You know, I think one of the things we've seen tonight is that kids get it, right? They really do. Young people are natural problem solvers. They're creativity machines. They're natural collaborators. They love coming together, and they love telling stories. At Warner Brothers, we're excited to be part of this partnership that you've just seen up on the screen that offers these students another way to explore their voices and to claim this power that's already theirs, that they already possess. But as you know, projects like this don't come together by themselves, and so there are a number of people that I'd like to thank on behalf of Warner Brothers this evening. First, a huge thanks to our Warner Brothers team, Barry Zeal, Stacy Hoppy, Kelly Red Eye Wilson, and John M. These guys, that's the team that developed and executed this incredible and ambitious program. I also like to thank our internal Warner Brothers partners, the amazing Chris Mack, who's a young Storytellers board member, and without whom none of this would have been possible. Also to our colleagues at DC Comics, who gave us access to the superheroes that became the backbone of this. They loaned us those personalities to serve as an inspiration for the 6th graders who are part of the Story Lab program as they set out on a journey to discover their own superpowers. So grateful to them. Thanks to the team at Young Storytellers, in particular Bill and Education Director Pilar Alvarez. Yeah, thank you, Pilar. Pilar exerted her own superhuman efforts in this project to create impactful curriculum that was really the heart and soul of the program, and that thousands of students will learn from each year. And finally, I'd like to thank the leadership at LAUSD, Dr. Francis Gibson, Rory Pullins, Eduardo Solorzano, Stephen McCarthy, Jill Beal, Jamie Creelart, and of course the nearly 20 teachers, the classroom teachers who brought this program to life for their students. You know, it really is a testament to these creative and committed educators that we've been able to take the Story Lab program from an idea into this impactful program that's already expanding, and this year alone will reach more than 2,000 students, and it's easily scalable and will grow in the years to come, so it's very exciting. So, you know, Warner Brothers, we believe in the power of story. And it has been an honor to help these students unleash their own stories, the stories that exist within them. So thank you very much, and thank you, Bill.
Thanks so much. Thank you, guys. Before we get to the second half of the show tonight, this is a special night for me and Randy. I don't know if you guys know, there was a very famous, speaking of great stories told, an amazing documentary that I think it was at Sundance this year.
We saw it on a plane.
Yes.
It's where I see we got kids. That's where I see most of my movies.
It's where you see all your movies. It was called Identical Strangers. How many people saw that?
That's crazy movie about twins or
visual guys who find out that they are actually triplets, and
it got us thinking, do we have a triplet out there?
So we started
researching it, and
this is insane.
Our kids are in the audience,
and they don't even know this. We did some digging, and
we have a twin.
We do have a triplet.
A third Sklar brother, and
for the first time ever, we are going to introduce him to you. Would you guys like to meet?
You guys want to meet our third star?
Come on out here, Craig.
Bring him out here, Craig.
Please welcome Craig Sklar.
Craig Sklar, our third star.
Yeah.
He's got our walk.
Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
Thank you all so much. It's just, I can't tell you what it means.
It's unbelievable.
You know, because it was like, I would see you guys, and I was like, something's there.
Right? And we would see you on The Office, and I'm like, that's my smile. I say, yeah.
I'm like, that's me.
That's me.
Oh my gosh. So, yeah, man, it's good to be out here, you know, with the family.
I know, it feels so good. Thank you, Craig. And honestly, like, this is a very special moment. We'll call Mom later, okay? And we'll
we'll do it. I'll do it.
Craig Robinson, everybody.
Craig Robinson. Young Storyteller.
That's the power.
By the way, he was in this big show, I believe, was it last year or the year before? Unbelievable, amazing. He just showed up because he loves it so much. And that's the way people, when you participate, you just keep coming back. And that's
true.
What this thing's all about.
All right, should we bring the actors back out? Let's bring the actors back out, and let's get ready for the next story, which
You
is
guys
story
ready for
number 3.
another story?
Let's
all right,
do another.
okay.
All right.
Michael, let's come on up. Here we go. Actors coming back out. We're going to meet a fantastic young storyteller right here.
And
dressed
mentor.
so sharp.
Come on.
Oh, my God. I mean, you got to ask him who he's wearing.
Who are you wearing tonight? All right, no. Let's. You made this choice on this outfit, and you look super sharp, right?
Yes.
Tell us, what was your favorite part of Young Storytellers?
Michelangelo.
Well, my favorite part is about Young Storytellers. They help me with my reading and writing of my script. Steve is my mentor is wonderful that he helped me to make my story successful.
That is
I
so...
love that.
Come on. I mean, we weren't even going to interview Steve until you said that. I mean, that is amazing.
I was on the fence.
I was trying
about
to avoid
Steve,
it,
yeah.
and then you brought Steve into it. God, Michelangelo.
Steve, what was your favorite part about working with him?
I thought it was really special and cool that he is doing a sequel to his brother's story.
Yes. There's his brother right here.
Stand up.
Stand up. Wave it. There we go.
So he wrote Night of the Living Taco 1, and Michelangelo wrote Night of the Living Taco 2.
Yeah.
The much
Electric Boogaloo. Let's do it.
And Night of the Living Taco 3 will be released by Warner Brothers later this year.
That's right. Dee Dee, let's make it happen.
But you like that he picked up on the sequel. What else did you like about working with him?
His style.
Look at him. Amen. You look great. I'm sure the story's going to be great. I can't wait to see it.
I cannot wait to see Night of the Living Tacos 2. Let's go check it out. Come on.
Exterior Chicago, day. Tito Jr., nice looking, 27, walked up to his restaurant. It had a sign that was spinning that said, Tito Jr.'s Taco Restaurant.
Yeah.
Interior restaurant, moments later. Tito Jr. entered the restaurant and found a package on the counter. He picked it up.
From your dad? What? I never get a letter from my dad.
He pulls out the letter and reads it.
Dear Tito Jr., I'm writing you because I have a job for you. These are my new Taco Supremes. I want you to keep an eye on them. Also, I saw something green and glowing in the sewer. I think it was one of my old Taco Supremes. The ones that caused all the trouble before. Stay safe.
Tito Jr. opened the package and saw the red glow.
I better put this in my safe.
Tito Jr. walked to a photo of him and his dad. He moved the frame to reveal a secret locker. He spun the lock and opened the locker, which was half locker and half fridge. Tito Jr. put in the red Taco Supreme.
I'll put my dad's Taco Supreme on ice.
Interior restaurant, later. Tito Jr. and his best friend Sam were working when some people came into the restaurant.
Hello, may I please have a mango taco? Okay.
Lots and lots of customers enter. Lots and lots of customers enter. Tito Jr. was working so hard, selling tacos, pepper tacos, ghost pepper tacos, supreme tacos with meat and chicken. Finally, the last customer left. They left. The last customer left.
Whoa! Can you believe what happened today?
Oh, yeah.
Meanwhile, interior sewer continuous. 2 cockroaches were getting a big drink of water. But they didn't know they weren't just drinking water. Up the stream was a long-lost green Taco Supreme. The cockroaches grew into the size of humans.
Look at us, man. We giant cockroaches.
Yeah, man! Yo, it is so cool to be a giant cockroach.
Interior restaurant, continuous. The giant cockroaches crawl out of the sewer and enter Tito Jr.'s empty restaurant.
Good. No one's here.
Hey, I'm hungry. I mean, are you hungry? Because I am.
They looked for food, causing a mess. They break the wall and see the 2 red Taco Supremes hidden in the hidden safe. But the tacos were now human size as well. It was happening again. In Night of the Living Tacos, Part 2.
And ha!
You can talk.
You can talk too!
They both walked back and scratched their toppings.
Yay. You can talk, and we can talk.
Oh, maybe we should partner up to destroy the city.
The tacos and the cockroaches shake hands. Then, the tacos looked at their hand and washed them in the sink.
What's that about?
Interior house, continuous. Tito Jr. was sleeping when his phone rang. It was Sam.
Sam, why are you calling me in the middle of the night?
Because the restaurant was destroyed.
How?
Your door is busted and I see cockroach dirt, but the bad news is your dad's Taco Supremes are gone. The good news is they left a trail.
Well, good, I'll meet you there.
Interior restaurant, later. Tito Jr. showed up. Sam was drinking 3 cups of coffee.
Come on, come on. This trail is going to lead us to the tacos and the cockroaches.
When they follow the track, they see the tacos and the cockroaches. But the cockroaches and tacos don't see them. They stay quiet.
Ew.
Tito Jr. put his foot on some glass. The cockroaches and tacos hear the crunch and turn around. Tito Jr. and Sam run out before they're toast.
I will get those 2 humans.
Exterior alley, continuous. The boys run through the alley. but get trapped in a dead end. The tacos and cockroaches walk up to them and a strange figure shoots them with a peanut butter taco supreme, turning the taco back into a regular taco.
No one hurts my son except me.
The stranger steps into the light. It was Tito Sr.
Guess who's back?
Oh no! Tito Sr.
Tito shoots the last taco and turns it back into an original taco. But Tito forgot something about the cockroach.
You can't kill us with peanut butter.
Tito Jr. sprayed a lot of bug spray on a peanut butter taco supreme and gave it to Tito Sr. Tito Sr. gave an evil laugh.
Now, turn it!
Tito Sr. throws the peanut butter taco supreme at the cockroaches. They eat it and fart.
Oh no! The peanut butter supreme made our farts poison.
Oh no!
The cockroaches collapse. The cockroaches collapse and die. Tito Sr. sees his original green taco supreme. Tito Sr. sees his original green taco supreme, the one that started it all. He picks it up and he puts it in a jar.
Don't worry, it's in the jar now.
Thank goodness. It's a good thing the world is okay. But not the city.
The end.
Yes, yes. Oh my God. I mean, it doesn't get better than that. That is to die like a cockroach. To die like a cockroach, that's what we all dream of as actors. Unbelievable. That was so good. And take a moment as you're watching these getting played out to watch the kid watch his or her own play. It's the greatest thing in the world. That's what I love about this show.
Yes.
Okay. Are we ready? Alyssa Acevedo. Alyssa, tell us what was your favorite part about Young Storytellers? Writing. What about hanging with your mentor? Now, this is not your mentor, but you were hanging with your mentor. Talk about her because she's not here right now.
She was awesome.
She was awesome. Did you become friends with her throughout this process?
Yes.
Good yes or no question.
I'm a good interviewer, Ren. That's
great
right.
investigative reporting.
So you weren't her mentor, but you oversee you're the lead mentor at that school. And talk about the program and how it's grown at that school a little bit.
Absolutely. This is our 7th year at Richland Elementary, and the reason... Yeah, Richland. Young Storytellers started because our principal, Gerard Grande, was the principal at Saturn Elementary, where there's been a Young Storytellers program for years and years. And when he got a new job at Richland, one of the first things he did was call Young Storytellers and say, I need this. I'm changing jobs. I need you to come with me. And we've been working together ever since.
How much, can you speak to, for those people who are even in, because there are people out here who might want to be mentors, just speak to them. The idea of you go into it thinking you're helping these kids out, but how much do you take out of it as a mentor?
I think that people underestimate how selfish I am as someone who sees just the amount of fun that this is.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, you're doing good things, and people will say, oh, you're doing great things for the community, but I mean, also, it's just really, really fun.
It is really fun.
And if it's okay, I actually do have a dispatch from Taipei, Taiwan, from Alyssa's mentor.
Let's read it.
Please.
Yeah, please.
So this is Alyssa's mentor, Laura Denton, wrote about what impressed her about Alyssa. Alyssa had ideas immediately, which shows her creative spirit. She was ready to go, diving in head first, which says a lot about her creativity, but also about her as a person and her approach to life. If anything, it was hard trying to narrow down which story to tell. She has a strong voice as a writer and also has an amazing sense of humor. I foresee many great stories for her in the future.
That is amazing.
What a beautiful sentiment.
All right. Let's watch Alyssa Acevedo's story, Be Careful What You Wish For. Here we go.
Interior High School locker bank. Stephanie, 17, hard-headed and bratty, is talking with Diane, 17, popular but open-minded. Diane chews on gum.
My teacher said that I have to go to Spanish class. I wish I could be anywhere but Spanish class.
But you like don't even know Spanish.
Yes, I do.
Speak it.
Despacito, da 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 despacito, da da.
One word.
Stephanie storms off to Spanish class. High school Spanish class. Nikki, 16, smart but popular. Walks into the classroom. Stephanie storms in shortly after.
Hey, Nikki. What are you doing in here?
Oh, I'm just helping the teacher sort her papers. What are you doing here?
I'm going to go into the teacher's iPad and take me out of Spanish class.
Stephanie walks over to the iPad and presses the button.
No!
Suddenly they get sucked into the iPad. iPad continuous. They are inside a news app. Donald Trump walks in.
The wall is gonna be so good.
Where are we?
High school Spanish classroom. Mrs. Johnson, the Spanish teacher, 92. Strict and lonely. Walks with a cane into the classroom and over to her desk. She gets on her iPad and opens up a Spanish learning app. Cut 2. iPad world continuous. Spanish words like hola and adios appear and start bumping into Stephanie and Nikki.
Ouch! Ouch! Ow! 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 Ow!
Suddenly, Stephanie sees a button that has arrows blinking at it. She starts running towards it. Interior High School Spanish classroom. Mrs. Johnson then opens up an old lady app. An app that teaches old people how to stop kids from breaking their windows.
Here you go.
Interior iPad world continuous. Stephanie and Nikki pop into the official old lady app. An old lady with a cane appears.
You better not break any of my windows.
Interior High School Spanish classroom. Mrs. Johnson then opens up a remix app, an app that reopens any apps used in the last 24 hours. Cut 2. Interior iPad world day. Donald Trump jumps in front of Stephanie's path and starts to floss dance. Into Stephanie and Nikki.
Ow! 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 Hey!
The wall is gonna be so good.
Don't break any of my windows.
Old lady,
Where are you? I can't see you.
someone is trying to break your windows.
The old lady goes running to the right towards Stephanie, trying to whack her with a cane.
I'm sorry, your house is the other way.
I'm Stephanie.
The old lady stops and goes running to the left instead. Trump walks up to Stephanie. Spanish words start bumping into her.
Stop it, adios! Stop it!
Trump starts to shrink.
Stop it, adios!
Stephanie notices.
Hola! Adios! Despacito. Despacito.
Trump is halfway shrunk and pulls out a Chancellor, a shoe, out his back pocket and shakes it at her.
Chancellor!
Trump completely shrinks and disappears. Stephanie and Nikki run over and press the button. Cut 2. High school Spanish classroom. Stephanie and Nikki pop back into the classroom, scaring Mrs. Johnson.
Miss Johnson, we were just in your iPad.
I think you've been assorting papers for too long.
No, we were there. I don't want to be in Spanish class. The real Donald Trump is going to get me.
What do you mean? What do you mean by the real Donald Trump?
Okay. We were in the app, and I said Spanish words to make him disappear. You know?
Okay, well, see, Spanish helped, so... So you still have to go to Spanish class.
Well, I tried. I'm not. I can't.
Suddenly, the old lady from the app pops in the room.
Don't break any of my windows. There was one more thing I was supposed to tell you. Oh, be careful what you wish for.
She jumps onto a tree shark and flies away. Fade to black.
There we go. Yes. I mean, all right, the actress can take it. We'll give you guys. That was great. We'll give you guys another chance to
Way
take
to
a
go,
break.
Alyssa.
Take a break.
I mean,
we got one more to go after this.
that was unbelievable. The takeaway I'm going to have is that old people are afraid of iPads. And I believe that too.
Please join us in welcoming to the stage Chair Emeritus and co-founder of Young Storytellers, Andrew Barrett.
Andrew, there you go.
It is indeed 20 years ago when we started Young Storytellers, I didn't need reading glasses. It is definitely a different era. I'm Andrew Barrett, the Chair Emeritus of Young Storytellers. This year's Mentor of the Year award is for a very special member of our community. Jeff Smith was... In a way that says it all. It was incredibly moving to put together some words about Jeff and to talk with other young storytellers, family members, and to see how much he meant to all of us. He was an exemplary teacher, colleague, and friend. He joined Young Storytellers in 1999 and was with us as a mentor, a head mentor, and board member until 2 weeks ago when he passed away. He spent 19 years as an enthusiastic supporter of Young Storytellers and as a leader. And in that entire time, I can't remember an event, a board meeting, or a fundraiser that he didn't attend, and with quintessential enthusiasm and support. Jeff was generous, funny, thoughtful, incredibly kind, and he always showed up. They say we remember the things that we care about. And even years after Jeff had mentored kids, years after they'd been in his program, he remembered not only the names of his students, but he remembered details of their stories. And he remembered details of their lives because they had stayed in touch with him. And often, like the taco story, the third one, which will be produced by Warner Brothers, in honor of Jeff Smith, the kids would come back to visit Jeff and to tell them, oh, by the way, my brother's going to be in your program, because that's how much of a difference he made in their lives. The number of mentors, board members, community members, and students he taught and inspired, it's impossible to measure. It just can't be measured. He made an enormous difference to us, and his support came often in very thoughtful and personal ways. Years ago, when I was chairman of the board, we were in a very difficult time period, and he called me out of the blue. And he just said, hey, I got to tell you, you're doing a great job. Bye. Click. And it was exactly what I needed to hear in the most paternal and generous and thoughtful way. And when you talk to people who know Jeff, they all have 1,000 stories about him showing up that way or him acknowledging a success of their child, something like that. In the last few years, his son Alex was producing his first film, and Jeff always mentioned how good the film was and how proud he was of his son. We can't count how many people that he was their first mentor, or that they came to Young Storytellers through Jeff, or that they fell in love with Young Storytellers because they could see how in love he was with helping children find their voice through storytelling. Jeff was truly kind, and he was truly in action about it. And honestly, talking about superpowers, that was really his superpower. It wasn't complicated, but it was deep, and it was moral, and it made a huge difference. Everyone at Young Storytellers, the board, the staff, Donna, Susan, Marika, Bill, all the people who were close friends with him, everyone loved and appreciated him as a man, and everyone loved and appreciated him for how much he contributed to our mission. He will be truly missed, and this is a video commemorating Jeff Smith.
I got involved with Young Storytellers when I got a call from the Writers Guild, and I asked them, what is it? And they said, well, it's something to do with kids writing stories. And I thought, well, I'm a writer, so I might as well do that. So they told me I had to meet at Cherimoya School in Hollywood. I went to this school, and it was just the most amazing experience, and it just made me want to go back, and again, and again, and again.
Hi, my name is Blair Hickey, and I have the honor of being Jeff's first head mentor way back at the beginning when things were first starting out for Young Storytellers back at Cherimoya Elementary School. And no surprise, from the very first day, I remember Jeff just being so incredibly enthusiastic and friendly and helpful. Always has that amazing Jeff smile.
Jeff was an inspiration, and he was very helpful, and he always helped me when I had doubts about myself.
And we made small plays and memories that we'll all remember for the rest of our lives.
He would always just walk in and I had a smile on my face from the very start. I mean, he's just so energetic and lively and just happy.
He inspired so many people to find the joy in writing, and he will always be remembered for that.
I think the best part about working with Jeff was that he really showed all of us mentors what this program is all about, which is giving a child their own voice.
I had just moved to Los Angeles and discovered Young Storytellers and came into St. Anne's as a mentor, and I've been there ever since. And the main reason for that is Jeff, because he does so much for the community. He gives so much of his time and his heart and his energy and his passion, and it just shows in everything that he does.
Jeff Smith is the reason that I got involved with Young Storytellers. For many years, we mentored together at St. Anne's. And one thing you could always count on was that Jeff had this unbelievable energy with the kids. And when they would write something that worked, you could just see the joy on his face.
I know that there will be many, many people who throughout their lives will remember what a difference he made to them. It was really a gift to them, and it was a gift to us to be able to have him in our lives too.
And then Jeff, you are the reason that I am a part of Young Storytellers. You are Young Storytellers.
Jeff is the king because, for many reasons, because one reason in particular is the way he approaches service. For most of us, Young Storytellers ends when we leave the classroom for the day, when we walk outside of the school. Not Jeff.
He has left such a lasting impression at the school and with all of the students that even now we have students who come in who have never met Jeff and they ask about him.
I met Jeff a little over 20 years ago at the gym. We're both gym rats by nature, and he introduced me to Young Storytellers. And my favorite memory about Jeff is how much he loved to shake it out. He was the first one up before any kids, and he would just go.
One of my favorite pictures of Jeff is from Painted Turtle with him entertaining the kids wearing a pink lace tutu.
He's left such a beautiful legacy at St. Anne's and with Young Storytellers.
There have been so many people through the years that have been involved in Young Storytellers, and I am so appreciative to them for what they do.
Thank you for all the lives that you've touched over the years. I love you so much, and I'm so excited to recognize you and all your great work.
Jeff, thank you for everything you've done, and you will be dearly missed.
Thank you so much for everything you've done on behalf of all the kids, for those of us who've worked with you. Thank you. Thank you, Jeff.
Congratulations, Jeff. Thank you.
Thank you.
I love you, Jeff, and thank you for everything.
Thank you so much, Jeff, for everything you've done for us. We love you, Jeff.
I love you, Jeff. Always.
We love you, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff.
Somebody said that when Aretha Franklin got to heaven, she wouldn't join the choir of angels, they would join her as her backup singers. I think when Jeff got to heaven, he became the head mentor of that choir of angels. It is my honor to welcome to the stage two people that have been impacted by Jeff's legacy of service to accept the Andrew Barrett Mentor of the Year Award on his behalf. Michael Browning, the principal of St. Anne Middle School, and Sydney Mason, a former mentee and current Young Storytellers volunteer.
Thank you, Andrew. As Andrew mentioned, my name is Michael Browning. I'm the principal of St. Anne's School. For the last 20 years, I've been principal at St. Anne's. 10 years ago, when somebody mentioned that we should have Young Storytellers in our school, sorry about this, Bill, but I have to confess I had no idea what it was. And then into my office walked Jeff Smith. And I'd never met anyone like him. And his natural exuberance, his passion for the program, within minutes I knew this is a program we had to have at St. Anne's School. When we started, first of all, at St. Anne's School, when Jeff walked in and he was there, and he came in with such an energy that it was impossible not to embrace what it was he was all about. And then over the next 10 years, Jeff led the program at St. Anne's School, not once, but twice a year. So two 10-week sessions, 2 big shows. He was there, and like Andrew said, with this level of energy that I just had never seen matched with anybody else. These amazing kids that you saw tonight, these amazing stories, the 20 or so that I've seen over the 10 years at St. Anne's School, I've seen kids, the most creative kids that we have in our school, find an avenue for this talent. I've seen our shyest kids find a voice. I've seen our kids who have an autistic spectrum diagnosis tell stories from their own unique perspective. I've seen kids there whose talents might have been deeply hidden up until that point. And I've seen these incredible mentors, incredible teachers draw the talent out of these kids so that they could shine on that particular stage. When Bill asked me to say a few words, I really wasn't sure I could do justice to this incredible man for everything that he gave to St. Anne's School, and then also from what the reaction in this room. He means so much to so many people. I really wasn't sure that I could literally do him justice. St. Anne's is a small operation. Like the sum total of the administration of St. Anne's School is me and our incredible secretary, Francis. So when Bill asked me to speak on Friday, just Friday of last week, Francis pulled these records, our emergency records for families, and we called up parents from these old numbers, and we got emails for kids, and we sent them this tragic news about Jeff, and you saw it on the video. On Friday at 6 o'clock when we finished, by Saturday morning, these kids had responded. And as I was typing that email, I couldn't help think what a kick Jeff would have got out of that. Because as I'm typing the email addresses for these kids, the best high schools in the city of Los Angeles were represented there. And as we got to those kids who had started the program 10 years ago, kids who are now 19 and 20, I found myself typing at University of Nebraska, at UPenn, at Wharton, at Whittier College, at UC Santa Cruz, at Lesley University, Boston. And I have to get this in, my own personal favourite, Lauren, who sent hers in, at University of Glasgow, Scotland. My alma mater. It's so nice that one of our kids made it there. And I think about that. Jeff would have loved that. And as I was watching the video there, I couldn't help but imagine him sitting next to me. And I thought about that. It doesn't matter what I had to say. What I would have said to him as he was sitting next to me there was, you know what, Jeff, we should have known. Young storytellers will say it best. So Jeff, rest in peace. You're a remarkable, wonderful man. St. Anne's School is so enriched by what you have brought to our school. God bless you.
Hi, my name is Sydney Mason, and I found myself getting to know Jeff not through Young Storytellers initially, but through another organization that I was volunteering with at a camp called Camp Crescent Moon. And Camp Crescent Moon is a camp for children who have sickle cell disease. And like his passion for Young Storytellers, he found himself having another passion for this camp for kids who have sickle cell. And though sickle cell is a very serious pain-related illness, it was a fun camp. And it was for these kids to come together and experience summer camps like any other kid, a good week-long camp. One of the highlighted things about this camp were the music videos that we liked to put together. Every cabin would choose a song, fun, popular, hopefully appropriate song, and then recreate the music videos. And before Jeff came on board, we had kind of what looked like, 90s VHS classic home video music videos. And then once Jeff came in with the network he brought in, he just leveled them up to, I don't know if anyone remembers TRL, I think that's still going on. This was more like 106 in Park. But nonetheless, it was a great, great experience and gift that he was able to give hundreds of kids and eventually brought in Young Storytellers. And I had started this camp maybe when I was, 15, 16 as a volunteer, so about a little over 10 years ago. And the way that I found myself bonding with Jeff was also my interest in what we have going on tonight of writing and acting and performing, all of those things. He kind of, saw that and kept feeding that in my ear. And I did not live in Los Angeles. I was from Fresno, California, yes. And, that was just my summer. I would see Jeff every summer volunteering for this camp. And then I finally found myself in LA doing the thing, going to UCLA, and go Bruins. And Jeff, again, kept me involved, and that's where I was finally able to do my first show at St. Anne's with Young Storytellers. But Jeff always was just supportive in my voice, whether it was through the sickle cell community, whether it was just me performing, just me growing up in a city I'm not from. Jeff was there and just helping me find an outlet that a lot of people should have and deserve to have. And I was just very happy to do something outside of school, alongside other actors, getting my feet wet just as an actor and working alongside Stuart Pankin and Jason Ritter and the brilliant Deborah Wilson. That experience I would never had if it wasn't for Jeff. And even when I didn't necessarily want to act and wanted to maybe see what it was like to be behind the scenes, Jeff immediately got me on board and helped PA, and I got to be on my first set. No idea what I was doing, but I was able to have that hand to just help me and lead me into this big city. It's crazy, this is my first biggest show that I've been to, and I didn't even know about this show until Jeff actually told me. And I was fortunate to visit him this past summer after he was diagnosed with ALS, and his spirit was still very well alive. And when his eyes light up, talking about a project, talking about a new thing he was doing, it was still very much there. And it is unfortunate that I'm not here with him to experience this, but I just want to be very grateful and honored to ask to talk on behalf of Jeff. And I also want to send love and light to his son Alex and wife Robin, who couldn't be here tonight. So thank you for letting me accept this on behalf of him.
Thank you both so much. We were planning on giving this award to Jeff in person, but since he made such a difference to so many kids and to so many adults, we're also dedicating the money we raise in the room this evening to permanently funding the Script to Stage program at St. Anne's Elementary School. So your donations tonight will not only put hundreds of kids through a profoundly fun and enriching program. Going forward, it will be called the E. Jeffrey Smith Script to Stage program at St. Anne's School, which will cement his legacy of helping young people find their voices for many years to come. Jeff Smith, we thank you, we miss you, and we love you.
Thank you. Thank you guys so much. All right, this is it. This is our time to raise money right now. There are over 1,000 people in this room. If everybody gives $50, you can fund the Script to Stage and that program for 10 years. For 10 years, you can fully fund it. That means 200 young storytellers at St. Anne will write their own story, see it perform. You can text to 323. Text donate to 323-553-5354. Do it right now. We can just say that we were at Chermoya School, that Blair Hickey was up there. We were there with Jeff in the early days. We mentored with him. Just an amazing boy. He was the motor that moved this thing forward. He always came to every big show. He came to the biggest show, and we wanted to do well for him. Like, that was part of it. We wanted him to be proud of what we did, because this entire program became synonymous with Jeff. This is your chance to give. Do we have the big thermometer? Is that coming out? Or I think that is the thermometer. Look, with all the technology we have today, I just love that this slow animation. We're slowly raising up. Okay, I like it. Is it a thermometer? What is it? It's more like a thought bubble than a thermometer. I think it's a voice bubble. Jay, you stand up there and you just tell people to donate out your mouth. Yeah, there. Jay's telling everybody to give to Jeff. Give for Jeff. Look at us. We're kind of raising it up here. By the way, so all this money will again be going towards the Script to Stage program. I think we can do this, you guys. So if you just take out your phones now. There it goes. Here we go. We're raising up. Let's do it fast so we get to one last story, too. We have one more fantastic screenplay. There it
You
goes.
guys have been great. There it goes, up the ladder. We're raising up, guys. In a drought, no less. This is unbelievable.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone who's
donating. Again, text donate to 323-553-5354. If everybody in here does $50, that's all I'm saying, or 1,000 people, that's $50,000, and we can literally...
There it goes.
There it goes. We're going to fund it, you guys. Here we go. Up the ladder. By the way, you can give more than 50 if you want as well.
Yeah, we're not saying don't do that.
Jay, I think you're saying don't do that.
I never told them
Why
don't
are
do
you
that.
telling these people
I'm
not to do
telling them
that?
don't do that.
Don't tell these people not to
I
do
told
that.
them to do it. Ooh, there it goes.
Guys, how about it? A little energy in this
Come
room.
on,
We're going
we
to get
got it.
there.
We're getting
We're going
close.
to get there. Band helping us. We're going to get to the top. Are we really going to get to 50 grand? I think we're
hope
going
so.
to.
I think we're getting there.
Here we go, you guys. Everybody, come on. We're going to get there.
We're going to get there.
Let's do it for these
Jeff.
guys. Look at the kids.
The kids are yelling Jeff.
Kids are yelling Jeff.
Do it for Jeff.
Jeff. Here we go, you guys.
Oh, you guys.
I think we are going to fund this school for 10 years. How about it, you guys? Here we go.
We got
We're getting
it.
up to the top. Are we going to get there?
We're getting
Come on,
there.
band. Here we
Come
go.
on.
Here
Come
we
on.
go.
We're close.
Are we getting there? Are we getting there? Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Come on, we can get there.
There we go. We did it. You guys did it. We did it. Love it.
$50,000. You guys did it. Thank you so much. Let's get our actors back out
Let's
here.
bring our actors back out for one final fantastic story.
Are we ready for one last story? Are you guys ready? You ready to go up? Are you guys ready? Here we go. You guys ready for one more story? You got it?
one more? All right, great.
Oh my God. Here come the actors. Let's hear it for our actors doing a great job here tonight, huh? I am so excited for this interview more than anything else. Jason?
I'm going to tell you, Jeff would love this more than anything else
in the world.
Who can I tell us who's here with you, and maybe
That's
he can
Zoe,
speak for
Jay.
himself. I know Zoe, but who's this?
This is Slappy.
Does Slappy want to
Slappy,
interview
how do you
Slappy?
feel? Are you nervous, Slappy?
Not nervous.
Not nervous at all.
Not nervous.
Not
But you're
nervous.
not speaking, Slappy. I want to hear.
I want to hear Slappy say something.
He can't.
Oh, he can't.
Cause like he can't talk when the microphone's in front of him. I make him
Yeah,
talk.
Jay, got it. All right, that's right. Now who's the dummy, Jay? God. Yeah, I set that one up. All right.
Let's hear. What do you think is going through Slappy's mind right now?
He is nervous. He's lying.
He is nervous.
He's lying.
Slappy, don't lie.
Slappy, don't lie. This is a very exciting thing. What was your favorite thing of working with
Zoe?
With Slappy and Zoe?
I didn't work with Slappy.
Okay.
You can't work with Slappy. You just can't. Not in this town.
He never showed up to school. He didn't come to school.
Okay, good.
But she was a lot of fun. She told me as soon as I met her that she had already written a few books, and she said, next week I'll bring you a couple of my things, and you can read them and just get an idea of my voice.
Wow. Wow. Yes.
And she's a good writer, too.
Turns out she's a great writer and a great actor, and I can't wait to watch.
Did she say, just read some of my stuff and you'll get an idea for the canon of my work? That's the type of attitude I love. Are we ready to? This is a great story. We saved a really good one for you. It's called Smart Dummies by Zoe Lulu. Check it out, everybody. Smart Dummies.
Interior, Mr. Happy's ventriloquist store, day. Mr. Happy puts the finishing touches on his new doll. All the doll needs now is a mouth. He almost gives the doll a smile, but stops.
Nobody buys puppets anymore. Kids just like games and gadgets nowadays.
Mr. Happy paints the new doll's mouth in a bit of a confused smirk.
I think I will call you Bob.
Mr. Happy places Bob on a nearby shelf between Charlie a happy doll with blonde hair, a top hat and tuxedo, and Woody, a serious doll with black glasses and a checkered suit. A loud boop, boop, boop startles Mr. Happy. He hurries to the window as fast as he can. A moving truck backs up in front of the store across from the street. A moving van opens the back and robots roll out.
Hey, look! New neighbors! Yes!
What kind of dolls are those?
I'm not sure I want new neighbors.
Bam, bam, bam! There's a loud knock at the door. Mr. Happy opens it. A mad scientist kind of guy looks Mr. Happy up and down.
Well, hello. I'm Mr. Happy. Yes, that is my real name. And this is my ventriloquist store.
That's funny. That's funny. I'm Dr. Ramin. People call me Meanie.
I love a good joke, and that was a good one.
Meanie isn't laughing. Mr. Happy realizes it is indeed not a joke. Meanie pushes past Mr. Happy and goes into the store. He sees Charlie, Woody, and Bob sitting on the shelf.
Wow, look at those dummies.
Charlie, Woody, and Bob can talk to each other without their mouths moving. Humans can't hear them.
He just called us dummies! The politically correct term is dolls or puppet Neanderthal.
Do dolls have feelings? Because I think mine are hurt.
Meanie takes Woody's glasses off, looks him in the eye.
What are you looking at?
Meanie tickles Bob.
I think I liked that. But I'm not sure.
Meanie turns to Mr. Happy, hands on his hips.
What happened?
Wait. Hi. Mr. Happy, hello.
Where are we?
These dummies?
These dummies are boring. They don't do anything.
Look, you don't always need something to do. Sometimes you can just be. Each one has his own personality. Charlie always looks happy. Woody's always serious. And Bob, well, I'm not sure if Bob knows who he is yet.
Meanie stares at Mr. Happy like he's a unicorn. Then he goes to the door, opens it.
Hey, look. There's a line of customers outside my robot store. Individuality is overrated, sir. Thanks to technology, everyone will soon think the same, act the same, like the same things, and buy the same things. It'll be great. You'll see. Who's gonna be happy then? Me.
Meanie leaves Mr. Happy's store laughing, but Mr. Happy is kind of sad.
Your bots don't scare us, Meanie! Scared, no. Concerned, yes.
I'd be concerned too, if I knew what that meant.
Interior, Mr. Happy's ventriloquist store the next morning. Mr. Happy bursts into the store, excited. He runs to the shelf, holds up a screwdriver and a bag of batteries.
I figured out how to save the store! I'm going to motorize you!
The dolls gasp.
Uh-oh!
One by one, Mr. Happy takes Charlie, Woody, and Bob to his table and installs new batteries to each doll's back. Then he turns on a switch. Charlie's smile disappears. Woody's thoughtfulness disappears. Bob's confused smirk disappears. Now they all have the same blank expression, like robots. Mr. Happy grabs the remote for his new smart puppets.
Okay, boys, let's test this out. Okay. Is the sky green?
Mr. Happy presses the yes button on the remote and the dolls nod yes.
Is ice cream delicious?
Mr. Happy presses the no button and the dolls shake their heads.
What sound does a dog make?
He moves the lever again and all the dolls bark like a... Mr. Happy runs to open the store and yells to the people lined up outside the robot store.
Step right up, folks. See my new dolls. They're modern. They're smart. They are smart dummies.
Meanie bursts in just as Mr. Happy pushes another button and Charlie, Woody, Bob all start marching in a circle.
They walk? So what? My bots do backflips, and they're on YouTube.
Mr. Happy pushes the button again and the dolls speed up. Two shoppers run into the store excited to see the new dolls.
Ventriloquist puppets? My dad gave me one of these when I was a kid. I loved it. Let's buy one.
Mr. Happy pushes the button 10 more times. Charlie, Woody, and Bob go faster, faster, faster! The shoppers get scared. Mr. Happy presses stop, but it doesn't work!
It's broken!
What should I do, Meanie?
I'll get some tools from my store. I'll be right back.
Meanie runs out. The shoppers run out too.
I'm not happy about this! This is a serious situation.
Maybe this wasn't a good idea.
Meanie runs back into Mr. Happy's store carrying cord cutters. He hands
Cut the
one to
cords.
Mr. Happy.
Cut the cords.
I'm trying, but I can't.
Mr. Happy and Meanie can't cut the cords. They're afraid of hurting the dolls. Suddenly, Charlie stops himself. Woody and Bob crash into him, and they all fall on the floor together. Mr. Happy and Meanie cut the cords on the dolls' batteries and put them back on the shelf.
Oh, thanks, Meanie. I appreciate your help. You know what? You're kind of a nice guy.
I'm happy you feel that way. And your dolls aren't dummies.
Well, technically they are, but they are also already smart and great, just the way they are.
Hey, can you come over to my shop and show me how to give my robots some personality? They're all the same. It's getting kind of boring, you know?
Charlie smiles again. Woody looks serious, and Bob smirks. They're a little old-fashioned, and they like it.
The end.
Yes. Yes. Unbelievable. I read that book. Oh my gosh, how about it?
Great job.
All right, that's it. Hey, you guys, let's thank all of our actors who are here tonight. Aparna, time for all these guys. David, thank you. Jake, thank you. Natasha, the band. Olivia, Cedric, Will, Whitney, thank you. Thank you to the band. Thank you to all of our mentors, all of our kids. We are the Sklar brothers. We love doing this so much. We love you, Young Storytellers. Thank you, Jeff. We love you, Jeff Smith. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Good night, everybody. Zoe, Zion, Michael, Alyssa, come on out, you guys. Come on out. Towards Randy. time. Take a bow. One more time for these kids. 1, 2, 3, bow. You guys. Great job. So proud of you. 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 Thank you, guys. Thank you.